What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to look at the S&P 500 if we have time. Specifically in today's video, I want to spend quite a bit of time looking at these major cryptocurrencies, looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP, and even the S&P 500 for good reason. As we've seen in the past couple of days, there have been some pretty major descending triangles forming on the coin, some resistances and sideways channels that we've been hitting with fairly strong resistance, and we have been doing pretty much a countdown on these cryptocurrencies, watching them trade out sideways, seeing their resistances being retested over and over again, and it just seems like last night and into this morning we have finally been able to breach through these resistances and really flash some extremely bullish signals. So I just want to dive in and show you guys exactly where these options may lead us to. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter, CryptoVofficial. This way, if you have any any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so before we begin, you can see I made a video yesterday basically saying XRP Ripple, it's not over, and don't be fooled by the very recent correction to the downside. And I want to go in depth and into discussion in regards to XRP in a second. You can see on the top 10 cryptocurrencies, the coins that are actually pumping are doing fairly well. Yes, XRP is down. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Still up 44% on the week though, better than all the other cryptos, so that's something to consider. But you can see the other cryptos are slowly starting to see recovery. Bitcoin up 3.5%, Ethereum up over 8%, Polkadot up 8%, Litecoin up 8%. These are the cryptos that I do really want to discuss with you guys. As you can see, I'm just going to go really quick on XRP right now. But you can see right now with XRP, we had our major bull market run to the upside, an immediate correction back to the downside, and we've now fallen inside of our moving average on the daily. What's cool and something to take into account is the fact that we don't really look too bad on the relative strength indicator, trading at around 56 on the RSI, and you can see the the overextension of the MACD. That's the only thing that's fairly concerning and only referencing correction to the downside. But just in the fact that we're seeing these shooting star dojis forming right here, these are reversal dojis, that's what I like to call them. They usually reference a reverse that we've hit the bottom, and usually the opposite trend will start to form. Granted, this was formed right after a major short to the downside, a major correction to the downside. This pretty much is indicating a reversal back upwards. So honestly, just want to jump into the weekly. Hopefully this loads for us beautiful. And you can see kind of where we're trending right now. We're trading inside of a support of 31 cents and a resistance of 50 cents. So the coin is going to see some consolidation inside of this movement for, I do believe, a couple of days. And then if we manage to, at any point in today or tomorrow, close above the resistance at 38 cents, there's a really good chance we could see the coin slowly start to drift back up to 50 cents, if not a little bit higher. And I know that's news to you guys, and you guys are probably wondering, well, this massive run just happened. Yes, a lot of people did buy in at the top and are experiencing a short, but as for buying in, getting out quick, if you guys are currently looking for opportunities to, invest, you do have to consider all your options. Me personally, I'm going to be, waiting for this resistance to be broken. I say this all the time. I'm going to say it again. I'm no financial advisor. This is just used for educational purposes. But when I'm looking at markets like this, I personally think, and this is, my investing strategies that I'm sharing and how I'm, reacting to them and using them, but I plan on buying in when we see resistance broken of 38 cents. This seems to be where prices kind of show reversal. It shows weakness in the market down here, that the bears are losing right now, and it seems like if we manage to close today, tomorrow, the next day above this resistance of 39 cents, there's a good chance we can slowly see the rise swing us back up to 48 cents. This is what I like to call a ripple effect, as the coin bounces like a basketball. The first time it hits the bottom, bounces a little bit higher, then a little lower, lower and lower and lower. But ultimately, after that massive slam back down to the downside, it does see a pretty sweet recovery after that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the coin slowly swing back up to 45 or 46 cents. Now, what I really wanted to jump into, I posted this yesterday on the community right here on the community tab. Hopefully you guys saw this post. You can see where it says confirmed Ethereum closed above resistance, full steam ahead, big target in the next coming days. Yes, this is a very big target in the next couple of days. But let me talk about this with you guys in regards to the possible, investing strategies. So the first few things to look at is how bullish we look. So if you check out the MACD right here, I'm trying to pull this in so you guys can see it. Boom. This is the MACD. You can see the bullish cross we are, experiencing currently on that resistance right now. We don't look too bad on the daily moving average, but the main thing that we have been talking about for, and I mean weeks now, it's literally been weeks. We can go all the way back to maybe January 18th. So we're currently on the 3rd, so at least 2 weeks. We've been talking about this major ascending triangle that was forming, where there's a clear line of resistance that was strapped at 1429 and a beautiful uptrend that's been creating these higher low formations. These higher lows are a beautiful reference to the bulls, pushing back and trying to get the prices up and weakening the resistance, or the price ceiling of 1437. Well, just yesterday, we managed to breach above that and close closer to 1526. And we are currently, starting a bullish candle again. So I do think that we have finally confirmed a breach above resistance. As you guys know, this is now entering us back into all-time highs. There has never been a price of Ethereum at 1548. Ever in the history of Ethereum, we've never seen prices retest 1548 hit 1548. So this is a great signal. Granted, if we go back, a month or two ago, we started to see Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies kind of dip off. We saw markets start to drop. You can see on Bitcoin right here. Ever since the beginning of January, that whole month was fairly bearish as coins were slowly starting to drop and drop and drop. And a lot of people are getting confused and nervous, thinking that this would have been the, resistance or the bear market starting to form, which, don't get me wrong, I did too. We needed to see clear confirmation of a breach below this bottom support at $30,400 if we were to, fully enter that bear market. We didn't, and that's great news. So I do believe Ethereum is starting to head back up. Price targets could literally shoot us up to, historically, if you base this off the percentage gain of the mouth of the opening, 156%, it could easily shoot us up into $2,000 very easily. This is definitely something to consider. So if you guys are planning on buying in, my strategy buying into this is creating a stop loss. You can drop this about 40 or 50% lower than where your buying point is until the markets start to move up. But everything is starting to confirm bull market head, bull market directions. Bull market is where we're heading. You can see on Bitcoin too, we had a beautiful descending fractal where there was a clear price floor, lower highs were being created where the price was heading lower and lower and lower, and there was really no chance of recovery. The second we saw confirmation of a breach below this support right here, there was a good chance we were going to dump all the way down to $22,000. Surprisingly, we did not, and we are now starting to float back up. I do just want to jump and check out the weekly for Ethereum. Hopefully this loads in beautifully. Yeah, and you guys can clearly see the resistance that was broken. It looks great if you ask me. But to move back now, we're going to look at Bitcoin. You can see right here, Bitcoin, the fact that we broke through this, or we held through at this support, broke through this resistance right here, and are now forming areas that are higher than the prior low. This could honestly signal some sort of double bottom formation. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I kind of see it. I'm going to try to draw it out for you. It's definitely a hard one to look at, but more so like this. This was the double bottom, a small double bottom recovery. Just starting it here. We go 1, 2, and then this is hit. This could be the reversal, the double bottom reversal that we're referring to. The fact is we broke above our prior high, and this is great news in regards to signaling higher movements. And I'm honestly going to say probably by the end of February or within the month of February, I will not be surprised in the slightest if we retest $40,000 on Bitcoin once again. Just the way these markets are turning out, extremely bullish. We're starting to see a bullish cross in the MACD. These are all signs that we are going to be headed back up, and there's a good chance we could retest $42,000 and break into all-time highs once again. So 2021 is looking pretty damn good. January scared us, but we're starting to look really good. Litecoin as well, seeing a beautiful bullish break to the upside. You can see where bottom support was retested. Extend this up, percentage gain about 48%. Take this, extend this over. It's going to be about the same thing where 48% happens to lie. It's about right here. It's about right at the, the top of the resistance line right there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see 186 back on Bitcoin. These are, huge calls, don't get me wrong. These are really bullish calls, don't get me wrong. But we've seen massive recoveries. We are now breaking through massive resistances. We're about to see what could be a bullish cross on the MACD. Yes, we are getting stuck fairly hard at this resistance on Litecoin at 150, but if all the markets start to swing up higher, there's a very, very big chance markets are going to be pushing up out of that and heading up even higher. So, the fact that we broke through descending fractal or descending channel here, starting to see a bullish break to the upside, breaking through our prior high, this is great news and a great signal for bull markets. Same thing happened with Bitcoin. Same thing happened with Ethereum. All these coins are looking extremely bullish moving forward into the rest of the week. And we even see XRP seeing what could be a reversal and swinging us back to the upside. Lastly, to wrap up today's video, the S&P 500 looks incredible. I'm very shocked. So if we consider this right here to be manipulation throughout the week, the Redditors, the subredditors, buying Wall Street, whatever that's called, the Wall Street bets, all of these movements that manipulated the market, GameStop, all the shorting that pulled people out of the market, could have been reference for the major pull to the downside. This is actually kind of a good thing, the fact that we're now back to where we practically were. We're inside this ascending fractal. But if you notice, when I put my marker right here, notice where we were. We were at trading at 65 on the RSI at that price. We're currently at that same price, and we're only trading at 55 on the RSI. So this small dip that we had actually helped us in regards to pushing higher. So I think in the next couple of days, all-time highs are coming. I think the fact that we just broke inside of this, we're easily going to be seeing retesting. And I would call this at some point in the next week, we should be retest or hitting $3,900 or 3912 points, 3,912 points on the S&P 500 in the very near future. It's it looks very bullish right now, if you ask me. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoViaOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.